Welcome everyone to the Orange Thumbstick Podcast. This is episode 24, and this week we've got a few things to go through. We've got some E3 news, we've got some Jurassic Park Evolution news, and some Tomb Raider news as well. As always, I'm Dave, and I'm joined by Bobby Fales. How are you?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. How are you doing yourself?
Yes, I'm very, very well. Thank you very much. Mr. Agrius Rage, Russ, how are you?
I'm fantastic this week, mate. Got over me cold, so I'm all good now. Thank God it never turned to man flu.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
Fantastic. There you go, Bob. First fantastic of the week. To all the listeners, old and hopefully some new, thank you for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We're on iTunes, Android and YouTube. Drop a like as well if you're listening to us on YouTube. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. So, what have you fellas been playing this week?
I've been playing some TT Isle of Man, some Tesla versus Lovecraft, and as usual, some Rocket League.
What's TT like?
Difficult, but once you kind of smash it out for a while and start getting used to it, it does become very, it's enjoyable.
Okay,
but you've got to just force yourself to not rage quit when you back end of your bike just skids out for no reason. Or when the AI decide to smash into you and you go flying off, but if you do that to them, you go flying off and they go fine. But other than that, you know that I'm not a guy that likes racing games, and I've really been enjoying it.
Oh, right, okay. You go on about rage quitting, Bob. Does it get you to the point where you was at the other night when you rage quit on Rocket League?
It's probably worse than when I rage quit on Rocket League. Probably is. And the reason I rage quit on Rocket League is because Russ has been playing terrible. I've been carrying him. I missed saving one goal. And all I say is, what a save off Russ. And then he starts giggling, and I was just like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm
going to swear at you. And everybody that knows how well you don't play at Rocket League will know that you're full of horse shit.
I can't believe you just swore on the podcast, mate.
I don't care.
If I was host, you'd have been booted out the party by now.
I'd just like to say it as it is, mate.
It was a proper throw your toys out the pram.
It was, wasn't it? He was there when you
were just like,
it.
I can't handle this anymore. I can't take it. Bye.
I didn't just throw me toys out the pram. I chucked the pram along with it.
Ta-da, Bab.
Yeah, but it was a proper ta-da, Bab moment, wasn't it? Ta-da, Bab.
Oh, if you were the true host that you claim to be, Bobby, you would never rage quit on anything. This is why I'm the host, you see. I'm more composed.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yes. Get in there. Russ, what have you been playing, mate?
Bit of Rocket League, Pure Farming, and Vicious Attack Llama Apocalypse. The games I've played most this week. A few others, but they're the three main ones.
I've started The Council. Seems interesting so far, but it is only episode 1. But I should have some impressions of that pretty soon. Mm-hmm. And I've jumped on Origins a couple of times. Finished off Scribblenauts Showdown. The review for that is live on the site. Scribblenauts do you know what? It's a good concept and it's a good game. It's just severely let down and it's too high in price. Mm-hmm. We spoke about this, didn't we, earlier on in the week? Yeah. That it's a solid game, but it's just far too expensive for what it is. But yeah, we've got quite a lot of news this week. First and foremost, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has been officially announced. It's coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC, and will be released on the 14th of September. And there is a teaser trailer that has been released as well. I'm excited for this. What about you guys? Bobby, what about you?
Did you just say teaser trailer?
No, I said teaser trailer.
Okay. I'll be completely honest. I fell out of love with the Tomb Raider.
Is it a teaser trailer?
Mate, I'm not telling you how to do your hosting job. I was just pointing out something I noticed.
Russ, did I say teaser?
I don't know.
We'll find out in the edit. We'll find out in the edit.
When it goes live, yeah.
When it goes live, we'll find out then. I fell out of love with the Tomb Raider games back in my PlayStation 2 days. After that, I didn't really touch them, so I am looking forward to getting my hands on it and seeing what they're like nowadays. I did play one a little while back. I think it was on Games with Gold. For the life of us, I can't remember the name of it, and I literally played it for about 30 minutes. I enjoyed what I played, I can remember, but I haven't really looked at this one. It's not really something that's got us majorly interested, so I'll check it out when it comes out and go from there.
You've not played Rise of the Tomb Raider? Serious?
Is that the one that was on Games with Gold?
No, the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which was the reboot from 2013, I believe. It was re-released for Xbox One. Oh, mate, you listen out. Rise of the Tomb Raider is absolutely brilliant. So good. Russ, what about you, mate? Shadow of the Tomb Raider, are you excited? Or
looking forward to it. Tomb Raider is a series that I do like quite a lot. I remember playing the original. It was like the only game I played when that came out. All them years ago. God, I feel old. And I did like the sort of reboot of the series, if you like, where they went to Lara being a younger person. I did like that. You know, it sort of keeps it fresh, doesn't it? Because it did start to lose its way a tiny bit towards before that change. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's all about. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's Tomb Raider sort of had a bit of a dip. Sort of late 90s, sort of going into the PS2 sort of days, and then it kind of come back a little bit. They released, I think it was Tomb Raider Legend, which wasn't too bad, which was kind of a remake of number one, and then they released Underworld, which was a bit of a return to form. But the reboot from a few years ago really surprised people. But they, like you say, they sort of went back to Lara's sort of younger days when she first started with her interest in archaeology and things like that, and it did really well. But Rise of the Tomb Raider, I think, is a brilliant game. It's so... I hate to use the comparison, but it's probably the closest game to Uncharted. If anyone's ever played the Uncharted series, it's a great series of games. And Rise of the Tomb Raider was very, very close to that kind of style and that kind of narrative. So Shadow of the Tomb Raider, for me, I'm really excited for. I think they're doing well with the reboot. Storyline's very good, and it plays like a dream as well. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. Bobby, you really need to get onto the Rise of the Tomb Raider at least. And
I'll check it out.
Blast. It's on Game Pass now, so... I know
is it? I'll definitely check it out then.
Yeah. But it's released on the 14th of September, which is interesting. And I want to go on a little bit with release dates because September's looking packed. And we discussed Black Ops 4 last week. And that is getting a release of the 12th of October, I think. It's the first Call of Duty game, in my mind, from what I can remember, that's not been released in November. Is that right?
Sounds about right.
Yes, you're correct there. Yeah. Usually they arrive in early November, but this one's going to be October 12th.
Now, do you think they're getting out of Rockstar's way? The legends that are Rockstar? Do you think they've heard something and they're getting... Just makes you think, doesn't it, that maybe they've heard something on the grapevine and sort of gone, we're not going head to head with that. Let's do it a month early.
With it being such a large title, it would make sense that they know something we don't, and that's why they've done it. That's really the only reason that I could put in my head why they would, because everybody knows that they usually come out in November, and they do that for the Christmas rush a month later. And as used to, we'll both know, games can come out and be forgotten about within the space of 2 months. So it could be a wise business move, but it also could backfire on them, because with Rockstar releasing games around about that time, that could be the number one Christmas present. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So interesting release date for Black Ops, but yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the 14th of September, a month which is looking really packed. I'm glad they've kind of give it a release date that's kind of on its own in a way. I don't think there's much released around the 14th. Towards the end of September, there's quite a few. But the Rise of the Tomb Raider, when that was released on the same day as Fallout 4, I think, if I remember, which was a stupid move, but there we go. Here's one for you, Russ, and it's one for me as well, because I'm really excited for this one. Jurassic Park Evolution has had a release date of 12th of June outed as a picture at a preview event that was leaked on Instagram. Have you seen anything?
I've not, no. First I knew about this was when I checked over the notes last night for the podcast, so you'll have to fill me in, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, there was an event that went on recently. I can't remember the name of it, but it was... it's kind of like, when they do like the Judges Week for E3 and whatever else.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. All these little shows go on as sort of like a build-up and hype for E3. And somebody took a photograph of the Jurassic Park Evolution stand, and it had the release date of the 12th of June. Another gaming website have actually come out and confirmed that that's true. They were at the same event, and the release date is the 12th of June. Which surprises me, because we've not seen anything on it. This game's going to release in, 3 months?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no gameplay or anything on it. That concerns me. What do you reckon?
I don't know. It depends, because we all know what it's like being part and parcel of reviewing games in that some companies like to do things certain ways. A lot of them like to just gain traction that week before. A lot of them like to, slowly trickle information leading up to it. It depends on the PR department and what it is they want to achieve with the game. Because there's not a movie tie-in with it either, is there, coming this year? Am I thinking right there? So there's nothing to release.
There's Jurassic World, yeah. I think Jurassic World's out this year.
Right. So do you think it'll be releasing alongside that? So it may get a lot of promotion alongside the film trailers and stuff.
Possibly, but it's a different kind of. It's not as if it's a movie license, though. It's kind of, it's a theme park style game, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
maybe that's why, though. Things like, again, you're saying they're theme park style games. So I'm thinking Planet Coaster, a game that's really popular on Steam as a theme park building game. There was not much about that, from what I remember, until it was releasing, and it was every other advert on YouTube for me was about Planet Coaster. So maybe it's just the way that those games go. I don't know. It's one, again, like I said, it depends on what the PR people want to do, what the head honchos want it to be all about.
I think you're right, Russ. I just had a quick look there whilst you were chatting away, and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom comes out on June 6th. So there's probably going to be spoilers in the game, so they haven't released much footage on it. Viewing it like we will, it means one of two things. Either that, there's going to be spoilers in it.
Well,
so
no, that says to me,
or
that it's been released after the film, because there's going to be all the hype of the film. All the kids are going to want a game. And there's going to be one game, and then they're going to, that 2 weeks after the film, kids are going to want that game. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it's got nothing to do with the movies. No. It's as such, not the new ones.
So
anyway. It's
all the kids are going to watch the film
on the side.
Then the 2 weeks after, they'll release trailers. They'll probably give it to big YouTubers to play, and all the kids they all follow the big YouTubers, don't they? So they'll go and watch all the videos and get all hyped up, and hopefully get it for the birthdays, whatnot, midsummer break.
Yeah. Yep. Completely agree.
But it's, I've said in the past that I think more games should be released in the summer. The summer kind of seems to die down, which is why the summer of arcade on Xbox 360 was so good, because every week we'd get a new release, because retail was so quiet. And it's good that they're releasing that. But, another pattern of, I like this whole, they reveal a game and then it's kind of released within 6 to 12 months later. I mean, Jurassic World was revealed at E3 last year for the first time, I think, if I remember correctly. 12 months later, it's going to be out. So, I like that. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is another one. We knew it was coming, but when they announce it, it's out 6 months later. I like that pattern. I don't like games being released... being announced sort of three years ahead of when it's even going to be shown. I mean, Crackdown's a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Look at the catastrophe that's led to that. I like this pattern of games announced and then 6 months or 12 months later it's out. None of this waiting 3 years, 4 years, or whatever. But I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, Russ, we've had numerous conversations, haven't we, about a theme park style game coming to consoles. It's sorely missed.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Bob? Are you into those kind of games, theme park and stuff like that?
Yeah, funnily enough, I actually went and bought Theme Park on a Nintendo DS about a year ago. I hunted it out and bought it just so I could relive the experience that I had back in the days of playing the SNES. I do enjoy games like that. I am hoping that Jurassic Park is going to be like that. For some reason, when I watched the trailer, though, I kind of thought it was going to be a bit of a tower defense as well. I don't know why. The trailer doesn't really show a lot. It just shows a T-Rex basically smashing a fence and getting out of it. I'm sure that the scene that they have is mimicked from one of the Jurassic Park films. I think I might be incorrect there. It just made us think of it. Yeah, I do really enjoy them games, especially when you've got to do your money management and upgrades and stuff like that. I think they're lots of fun.
I mean, it could be, I don't know, it could be a tower defense game. I'm just assuming it's going to be a theme park style.
Tower defense, no. Anything.
No,
I'm probably wrong, gents. I probably am. It's just that's the first thing I thought of when I seen it. Was, maybe it's got a tower defense element to it.
But in saying that, they haven't actually come out and said what it is really, have they? But I think everyone's just assuming that it's going to be a theme park style, top down sort of, tycoon kind of game.
So I hope it is, because we do need more.
Yeah,
really do need more of those type of games.
Yeah, actually, saying tower defense sounds really stupid considering the trailer. It says "Build your own Jurassic Park." So,
there you go. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
I just thought when I watched it, the first thing that popped in my head was tower defense.
Bobby is the master of paying attention.
Yeah.
To conversations.
Me and Russ got the sweats then. Like we'd just eaten about 60 bacon sandwiches in a row. Jesus.
What bacon? Back in
well, you did for breakfast, didn't you?
Or you can't sort of beat the smell of bacon in the morning, can you? Yeah, so looking forward to that. June 12th, brilliant stuff. Can't wait. Sticking with kind of a sort of exhibition theme, we've had some E3 news as well about Microsoft and the Xbox Showcase. It's going to be held externally this year, as it's always been held sort of internally in the whole E3 experience. For the first time ever, they're going to go external. They're going into an off-site area that can hold over 7,000 spectators. Basically means that they're branching out for a reason, I would assume. It could be a bit of a rebound reaction to the underwhelming response they got from their space last year. I don't know. But there's a quote here from a Microsoft representative. And the quote is, with the evolution of E3, now including fans and extended show hours, we saw an opportunity to create an entirely new show experience, reaching E3 attendees and those that are following the show from afar. They went on to say that with that, in collaboration with the Entertainment Software Association, the organisers of E3 were excited to announce that Xbox will be taking over the Microsoft Theatre, a perfectly situated space located in the heart of Los Angeles, live and across the street from the Los Angeles Convention Center. These changes, expanding our presence, multiple venues, taking over the Microsoft Theatre, gives us the opportunity to bring together a variety of Xbox experiences into one primary location, and most importantly, lets fans in on what we're up to in 2018 and beyond in a fresh, new way. Russ, I'll start with you. What do you make of that, mate? What do you think it's all
my
going on? My
first reaction was as a response to last year's underwhelming figures and what they was going to be, expecting size wise, being at E3 last year. There's a lot of criticism, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, their footprint was small last year, wasn't it? Everyone knew that.
It probably makes sense to do it there because again, it's probably the location itself is across from the main place. Plus, it's in a building called the Microsoft. What do you say? With Microsoft Centre.
Microsoft Theatre.
Microsoft Theatre. So again, it's tied to the brand. It probably also has something to do with the FanFest thing that they hold as well.
Yeah.
It's all going to be in the one place, so probably easier to manage as well. So it's probably a multiple of different things, but mainly I think it's to do with the reaction they got from last year. Yeah.
Do you? You see, I think it's the same as what you've just said. The reaction, the small footprint they had last year,
Yeah.
the underwhelming response by a lot of people, and understandably so. But I also think as well that they've got something up their sleeve, and I think there's going to be quite a few big announcements.
There is rumours going around, isn't there? I've heard rumours that they're supposedly buying out Sega as one of the rumours that's flying about at the minute, so it could be to do with that sort of stuff as well. And then only time will tell, I suppose.
The whole rumours of them buying EA sort of went quite quickly as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
That was a rumour a couple of months ago. Bobby, what do you think of this? Do you think there's anything in this at all, or do you think it's just a rebound reaction to last year?
I'd have to agree with what you both said. I think it's a rebound reaction of last year. Obviously, the rumours that we've heard about Sega and things like that, it could be that. They could have something that's going to be jaw-dropping, so they want to set themselves for a bigger audience, just to kind of show off a little bit, if you know what I mean. Yeah, as far as it goes, it probably is just a rebound from last year. That was literally my initial thoughts, and then when Russ started speaking and said it all, I was like, oh, well, I've got nothing to say now.
Would it also mean as well they won't have to keep to a schedule? They can put stuff on when they want to. They won't have to keep, sharing a stage with PlayStation and Ubisoft. They all have to go on at different times, don't they? Different times of day if they're all in the main building. So
that will still
streamed.
happen.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, that will still happen. Yeah, well, they've said, haven't they, that they're doing. I think they're doing the same day. They're doing the Sunday again, but they're doing it an hour earlier than last year. And last year was 10:30 in the UK, and this year it'll be 9:30 in the UK. I believe it's 4:30 in the States, I think. Yeah, so they're still going to do the time things. I mean, EA had to do it, didn't they? EA had to fit in with everybody. They kind of opened E3 in a way with their own EA Play thing last year, and then Microsoft followed the day after. But yeah, from what I know, Microsoft are going to be the first on again from the official E3 presence. So, and they've got to work in timings in conjunction with everybody else, just as normal. Okay. So it's going to be broadcast live. I just think maybe there's going to be some first-party announcements. There's got to be after everything that's happened in the last 12 months, and I think there'll be a few surprises up their sleeves as well. I mean, you've said it, Russ. The talk of Sega, and there's been talk of EA, and I don't think EA is going to happen. If I'm honest, Sega might, but EA is not going to happen. But what I've just noticed, actually, which could be interesting, we've just discussed the Jurassic Park Evolution release date of the 12th of June, which is the day that E3 kicks off, I think. Let me just double check. I wonder if they're going to say and announce that Jurassic Park Evolution is going to be a free-to-play game, and they'll announce it at E3 and say,
I don't know.
and say it's available right now to download.
I don't know.
That would be amazing.
Saying free to play, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a discount.
I'm not making no bets with you
offer, but
before you even say anything. But I don't
no,
think...
no. You've got to make a bet. You just went against them. You have to make a bet.
I don't.
If you're wrong, Russ,
I'll tell you what then.
To stream Rock Zombie.
No, if I'm wrong, I'll stream Alien Isolation, the full game, start to finish on hard.
You're not picking a game you like.
I won't do Terminal Simulator. That's what you turned it into.
Yeah,
I just played it the way it should have been played in the first place.
June 12th, E3 kicks off.
Right.
Which is
that's
what
a bad
day?
Release date, really.
What day is that?
It'll be a Thursday, won't it?
No, is it? It's a Wednesday. Hang on. It's a Tuesday. I've never known E3 kick off on a Tuesday before, have you?
It's a Tuesday. No, I've always thought the earliest it was a Wednesday or Thursday, isn't it?
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna say that Jurassic Park Evolution is going to be a free-to-play model, and it's going to be triggered at E3 or something.
So when you say free-to-play
They're
model,
going to announce it.
Do you mean it's going to include microtransactions then?
Yes.
Oh,
I hope they don't.
I really swore then.
It would wreck what could be an amazing game. I hope,
Please
Dave,
do.
I honest to God hope that you're wrong. I really do. I never thought I'd say that, but I really hope that you're wrong.
Well, it's been given a release date, 3 months before the date specifies. We've not really seen any gameplay of it. Surely 3 months before release we'd have a price. There's nothing on the store. I'm just putting it out there. Would be free to play.
No, I'll leave it. I'd leave it if it was free to play with microtransactions, because that would just be a nightmare, especially a part builder with microtransactions in it. I can see it now. It'd just be like playing a mobile game, wouldn't it? Or wait 6 hours for your coaster to build, or build it now for £10,000. No, thank you.
I'm sorry to drop that in, but it was just a thought that occurred to me that, a game release tying in with the E3 launch. Why is that? Is there an ulterior motive? We'll see.
We will.
Yeah, but E3's gearing up to be another fantastic event. There's so many things that are being announced. We mentioned last week Division 2 was announced, Black Ops 4 was announced. I think it's gearing up to be a really good event. So, looking forward to that. Bobby?
Yes, Dave?
What time is it, mate?
I don't know, mate. What time is it?
It's time for... Bobby Fails presents Something for the Weekend!
This week in Something for the Weekend, we're going to take a look at Tesla versus Lovecraft. It was developed and published by 10 Tons, released on the 16th of March 2018, priced at £11.99, which is $14.99 and €14.99. It is Xbox One X enhanced and does have a discount on release for the first week. Basically, it's a twin-stick shooter where you have loads of different enemies in a kind of a horde mode. You have an ability to teleport, so you can jump through the hordes that are coming at you. It has boss battles in it, weapons such as shotguns, Tommy guns, revolvers, and then some special power weapons. You can also unlock the Tesla-like battle robot, which will help you rip apart all of the hideous monsters that you're fighting against. It's a really enjoyable game. It looks quite long. I didn't manage to finish it. I got so far through, so it looks really long. And it's quite reasonably priced, so it's definitely worth you checking it out.
Wonderful. Just let everybody know Bobby didn't finish it because he rage quit.
That's basically what happened.
Fantastic Something for the Weekend, Bobby. Thank you as always. Russ, do you want to plug websites, social media and video channels?
Yep, don't forget to head over to our website, xboxgamerreviews.com, for all the latest news, reviews and giveaways. We do have a giveaway running at the minute for a chance to win one of 3 copies of Surviving Mars, so make sure you get over there. That does finish on Tuesday, so that'll be today, the day that this podcast goes out, so make sure you go and get on that. Check us out on Twitter at Xbox_GR. Facebook is facebook.com/Xbox Gamer Reviews. And of course, all our videos over on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Xbox Gamer Reviews.com. And don't forget, you can go and check us out on Mixer as well. That's mixer.com, Xbox Gamer Reviews.
Wonderful. Sea of Thieves is due out on the 20th of March, is it not?
Yes, I will be playing it right now as people are listening to this.
Yes. And I'm sure we're going to have some streams on the go, aren't we?
Yeah, we will, yeah.
So,
yes.
Yeah. Check us out on the channel that Russ has just mentioned there, the Mixer channel. I believe we're probably going to be streaming on that. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks everybody for listening. As usual, we really appreciate it. And as I said earlier on, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, whether that's on YouTube, Android or iTunes. And go and check out all our preview videos on YouTube as well. And just drop us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch you next week. Say bye, fellas.
Ta-da, Bab.
Ta-da.